Hello and welcome to my channel Passionate PT. Today we're going to discuss about urinary incontinence. So let's start. As you all know, urinary incontinence is defined as the uncontrolled flow of the or dribbling of the urine out of the bladder. This type of the flow of urine is something that is not under the control or not under the hold of the patient or the person who is suffering with this. Urinary incontinence based on the causes of the incontinence is divided into 5 main types. You have stress incontinence, urge incontinence, overflow incontinence, functional incontinence, and mixed incontinence. Today I'm going to briefly explain about all these types. So first of all, we'll talk about the stress incontinence. So again, you can focus on the name for the most possible reason of incontinence. So before going into detail of the stress incontinence, I would like to explain briefly about the micturition reflex. So micturition reflex is something, the pathway or the way by which urine is held or released through the bladder. When urine is filled when the bladder is filled with the urine, signals are transmitted to the sacral segment of the spinal cord and to the higher centers, which decide according to the situation that whether it is suitable for the person to urinate at this time or not. The signal travel back from the higher center and in combination with the sacral segments towards the external urethral sphincter and cause it to relax and release the urine out of the bladder. Now, one thing we need to know that the bladder is composed of detrusor muscle, internal urethral sphincter, and external urethral sphincter. The bladder and the internal urethral sphincter are not under the voluntary control, but the external urethral sphincter is under the voluntary control. External urethral sphincter holds the urine inside the bladder until and unless we consciously allow it to relax and release the urine. External urethral sphincter gets its support from the pelvic floor muscles to hold the urine inside the bladder. Now you can say that when the urine is increased, the amount of the urine or the fluid inside the bladder is increased, the pressure on the external urethral sphincter and the pelvic floor muscle increases. So they need to work harder to hold the urine inside the bladder. Now, what is stress incontinence? Stress incontinence is something that happens when there is increased stress on the external urethral sphincter or the pelvic floor muscles to hold the urine. And from where this increased stress comes, when there is increase in the intra-abdominal pressure. When there is increase in the intra-abdominal pressure, the stress or the force against which pelvic floor muscles and the external urethral sphincter has to hold the urine increases. Okay, and if the pelvic floor muscles and external urethral sphincter is weak, they won't be able to compete with the increasing pressure and they won't be able to hold the urine inside the bladder, and this will result in the outflow of the urine out of the bladder and dribbling of the urine. Okay, so as I've explained, the possible reason is that either your external urethral sphincter has become or pelvic floor muscles or both have become weak, or either there is much increase in the intra-abdominal pressure that they have given up. So in normal, which are the activities normally which we do perform in our daily life that increase the intra-abdominal pressure? During our daily life, the normal activities like coughing, laughing, sneezing, these all increase the intra-abdominal pressure and many other activities like that. So if your pelvic floor and external urethral sphincter are muscles are weaker than normal individual, then these daily life activities can also cause the dribbling of the urine. Other reasons which can cause weakness, and the most possible reason, are that in pregnancy the increasing size of the uterus and increasing fetus puts increased downward pressure on the pelvic floor muscles and causes the dribbling of the urine. So postpartum weakness can be the reason for this. Okay, next, in the gym while lifting the loads, and also the aging can also cause the weakness of the pelvic floor muscles. So this can all lead to the weaknesses and causes the stress incontinence. Now the